You know, as I walk around this beach, I see the different people of different ages, different cultures. They're all tuned into different channels, different realities, you know? They could walk right by me and I could be performing and they're not even in that channel. They're not even there to receive it. They're not even there to tune into it. And that's okay. That's you know, that could be a vain statement for me to think that I'm so important that they need to stop everything that they're doing and pay attention to me, right? That's what we do. That's what the ego does, right? And some people are on everybody, they're on their own path. They're on their own frequency. And they could get a Mack truck, could like drive right by them and almost run them over and they'd be sleeping. I know I've been sleeping a lot in my life, you know? So I just want to recognize that. People are on their own channels. And if they don't recognize you, if they don't wave back, it's not about you. It's not about you at all. It's about them. It's about their channel. They're not on your frequency, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean that any frequency is above or below any others. It's just different, you know? This system of hierarchy and rank, you know? It's not truth. It's not balance. Like, we are all divine beings of love and light, and we have our own channels. The universe is so vast and there are so many different channels to tune into, you know? What's your channel? Where are you choosing to vibrate today? Is there any way you can raise that vibration? Maybe use gratitude for that instead of like looking for new things or looking for more. Like, count your blessings and what you already have. You know, today's a full moon. We have so many different opportunities to tune in to whatever channel we choose. That's the free will that the Creator gave us, right? So we're here all on our own with our own tuning mechanism, tuning into channels non-stop, constantly, you know? So it's up to me to choose the channels that I tune into. If they're old stories, I realize that that's static and I don't want to stay there anymore. I want to turn my dial and I want to smile. I want to feel joy in my body and my heart and my mind and my soul. And when I think about those old stories, the past, I relive those emotions again and again and again. It's like my mind is a time machine that I keep going to the past in. My flux capacitor is right here in my heart. You are the flux capacitor. Does this look familiar? Yeah, the flux capacitor on Back to the Future. Go look at it. It's you. You know Iron Man from Marvel Comics? The center of his chest and his hands? Like, these are your healing tools. This is where instead of hitting to hurt, you hit to heal. Like, you make contact to heal. Use your heart, your love, and your hands to heal. Whether it be Reiki, whether it be massage, whether it be therapy. Use your heart to hold space for somebody in therapy. You know, we can all be there for each other. There's ways we can serve that we didn't even know, that we don't need degrees for, just to show up and be present for other people. So many ways we can help tune in and help others to tune in to higher vibrations. Music seems to be one of my best channels. It's not my only channel. I do participate in other healing activities within myself, and then I share that with other people. I don't really I have some certifications, but that doesn't make or break or define whether or not I'm qualified. I know what my qualifications are within myself and what healing has worked for me. So I journal about that. I share, you know, only when asked. I don't give unsolicited advice anymore. You know, I ask, hey, would you like a reflection on that? And if they say no, I'm just like, cool. I'll save it for something else, you know? Because our energy is our most valuable currency. Our frequency is our currency, right? As my friend Wampa and Regan Hillier say. Wampa Barahona, Regan Hillier, look them up. So powerful, so beautiful, and they are connecting the world like nobody else. Them and many other people. I could go through a list. Maybe I'll put some links somewhere that you can tap into, but we are light players. And I like to call them, I like to say light players instead of light workers, because we get to do this life, right? And your frequency, whatever you're tuning into, whatever radio station you're tuning into, is gonna dictate, and I hate the word dictate, but yeah, it's going to dictate your day. Whatever your dominant thought is gonna dial into your dominant station. That's gonna go into your dominant feeling, and and then your cellular activity is going to react to those feelings. And that's either going to help you with cortisol, or it's either going to help you with adrenaline and serotonin, or it's going to harm you with cortisol. And this happens every second of every day. So when somebody says you ruined my day, be like, that's you. You ruined your day. You chose how to feel about something, and you chose to let it ruin your whole day, even though we live breath to breath, minute to minute, thought to thought. So every second, if you're in a funk, you can choose in that moment right there to stop, ground yourself, breathe, and keep breathing until your channel changes and you can tune into gratitude, and then find something that you're grateful for. Like me, I'm grateful for this guitar and my guitar pick, my Clayton endorsement with my logo on there, JamiSun. I'm grateful for my website. I'm grateful for my channels. I'm grateful for technology uniting all of us. I'm grateful for boundaries that I've realized I get to put up around people that aren't bringing good energy to me. I'm in a process of healing right now. I'm going through treatments. I'm going through meditations. I'm going through clearings. You know, I'm getting some blood work back to see where I'm at. I'm making progress. It's been over a year now that I've been working on this. I don't want to say it's it's not an illness. It's not sickness. It's just a little off. It's a dis-ease that I have that I'm working through, and I don't want to bring it any more energy, give it a name or a title. I just know I feel within my body some healing going on and some transformation and some aid from some doctors, and that along with putting my bare feet on the ground, playing more music, being more expressive, breathing more, doing more quantum flow, you know, using the medicines, not drinking alcohol, not taking drugs, not doing plant medicine. And if I do any kind of medicine, it's under the supervision of the proper guidance, because I am responsible for how this body feels, acts, reacts, and I'm in the process of reversing some old programmings, releasing some old paradigms, some old belief systems. I'm in the process of writing new chapters. I'm in the process of creating a new cast of characters, getting rid of some old characters that no longer serve me, sending them on their way with blessings, saying thank you for your time, thank you for being a part of this story, part of my movie, part of my documentary. But we're gonna move into a different level of understanding now, a different level of story, and this is where the heroes come in. And we start to come back, find our power, pick our contribution or our service, or what it is that we want to heal, or we want to change about the world. Like I want to do something about single-use plastics. I want to do something about litter and trash. I want to do something about irresponsible handling of particles. I want to do something about clean water. I want to do something about creativity for the youth, instead of getting caught into video games and stuff, like bringing music. So you can check out my charity. It's on my website, JamiSun.com. Go to my charity, museforchange.org, and just feel like I'm doing something for somebody else, because I've already done so much for myself, and I've got this overflowing cup now, and I can afford to give from this overflowing cup without attachment to what I get back. And that's not always been the case. A lot of times I did things in life where I hooked up with people, with friends, because I wanted something back. I was like, I'm gonna go team up with this guy because I want something out of this guy. And then sometimes I didn't get what I wanted, and then I created a resentment for myself. I created a resentment for myself on that story. So I empower myself today and understand it's all happened for me. From the abuse, to the bullying, to the other things that I don't even want to mention. But it's all part of it. So we all have our own version of this, and it's an opportunity to check in right there. That's where we drop in and say, hey, how can I transmute this? How can I use this to tune into a higher frequency on my radio station and live in gratitude? I'm so grateful today. Thank you for joining me. Please hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Share this with somebody that needs to hear this message today. I love you so much. Peace.